Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning into Fab Trends by Mia. I hope you're having a lovely day. Super excited, new Franca, and these are my initial impressions, and this is from Giorgio Armani, and we are talking about Si Intense Eau de Parfum. This fragrance I'm quite looking forward to, so let's get into this. Right, so I've actually spread some on here. I've got some. I've even spread it here. So I've got it on me for now, and I spread it about half hour ago. So I will tell you my impressions, what I think of this. And you know what? I realized it would have been nice to compare to the original fragrance, which I don't have. I used to have, but I don't know where it is. I did find my Si Passion, but I couldn't find the original, so we're gonna have to work with that. So anyway, today is all about Si Intense Eau de Parfum, and I was sent from Boots actually, so we came with that card. And obviously the face for this fragrance is Cate Blanchett. As you can see, Cate Blanchett, she's the face of it, and it says it's got notes of blackcurrant, there's rose and patchouli, and it says this is a Oriental fragrance which is about confidence and empowered energy of the sea woman. So if you're familiar with this line, and this is our sample, so it came like so, and that's how the bottle looks like. It looks like almost like a peach. The fragrance looks like the bottle, and this is my sample. So one a little bit, it came today, and I thought I'm gonna try it, and before I came on I thought I spray it. So I've got it on here, I've got it on here. I'm gonna go to the back of my hand and just spray it now for that initial impressions. So do you know what? This opens up quite sweet. It's quite sweet and lovely, very effervescent as well. The opening to this, it did remind me ever so slightly of Decadence by Marc Jacobs, if I'm being honest. Something about this, I think that effervescent, it feels like it may have that champagne flavor, gives it that effervescent. I don't know, it's not listed, but it's a lovely sweet. It's very sweet, and it's got almost like a syrupy feel to it. It's got a syrupy feel to it, sweet but not sickly. And this fragrance, I don't know why it's coming out now, because to my nose this fragrance would be better suited, at least from the opening. This fragrance, I feel it would be better suited in cooler weather because it's quite sweet, and I imagine this in high heat it may get a bit cloying and annoying. So that's something to think about. But otherwise the opening is really, it's really lovely, sweet. There's that black currant. It's really nice, really nice, and it's a fragrance I would go out and buy, but only if I see a really good deal, because I feel like in as much as it is sweet and lovely, I do have a fair bit of lovely sweet fragrances, so it's not like I'm desperately in need of a sweet fragrance, but having that effervescent touch brings kind of something new. So in that line, that's where my thoughts are at the moment. It's a lovely solid release, depends on how it wears. So far, let's go to the dry down a bit. And now it's got almost like a hood facet to it. It's got a bit of hoodiness, and there's that incense ever so slightly lacking in the background. And I feel like maybe because I'm picking it up now, maybe because I know it's there, but it's got patchouli and it's got a rose, and yes, rose, very nice. It's lovely, and you know what? This fragrance actually smells really very present. It will be a mass appealing fragrance, and it's quite luxurious smelling. It's lovely. It is really nice. It is really nice. It's come down from that initial blast, how it was quite sweet. The sweetness is kind of faded a little bit, and there's Davana in here, and it's very present, like you can smell it, and the patchouli as well. The listed notes in this fragrance, we've got at the top black currant syrup, in the mid there is Turkish rose davana, and at the base there is benzoin and patchouli. Yes, this fragrance, it's quite nice. Not a lot of notes listed, but it's a lovely, beautiful composition, and I feel like this is quite easy to love. Do you know what? I would say that there is notes in here that I'm smelling which are not listed, and as well to my nose it feels like it may have even a pear in it, and it's quite fresh and quite fresh, sweet, effervescent, and it's like, no, not a pear, I think a peach. Feels like, smells like it's got a peach in here, but it's not listed, but that's what I'm picking up. It's really lovely, and that rose, it's just gorgeous fragrance. So from my initial impressions, definitely a fragrance I would pick up, and I imagine that if you are not a massive collector of fragrances, this would be really ideal, because if you don't have a million fragrances or you don't have so many fragrances, picking this up, it would add a nice addition to a collection. But like I said, I've got a few very sweet fragrances. I've got quite a few gourmands, so it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I really need a sweet fragrance right now. But it's a lovely fragrance. It's a beautiful, fruity, sweet fragrance. I enjoyed this. I'm enjoying this, and yeah, it's nice. Maybe if I see a good bargain somewhere, because it's just come out, it's not going to be discounted, but I'll be on the lookout. If I see a good bargain on it, rest assured I'm going to get it. But yeah, so Armani C Intense, and like I said, it would have been nice to compare to the original, but I've only got to the C and the C Passion, so how does it compare to this one? Yeah, definitely the new one is much more sweet, more intense, definitely. I wouldn't even compare this. This feels almost, that's got a bit of, almost like a fresh kind of soapiness about it as well. No, I wouldn't compare the two. Anyway, so those were my initial impressions on Armani C Intense. Have you tried it? And if you have, please do let me know in the comments down below. What flankers are you looking forward to try? Because there's a fair bit of new flankers at the moment, and I'm looking forward to try quite a few that have come out, because a lot of them are from my favorite line of fragrances, so that's something to look forward to. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave comments down below. Feedback is always appreciated, and do share the videos with your fellow fragrance lovers, and I shall see you very soon. Do take care. Bye.